Hey folks, it's Matt Gretel from Uppercut Woodworks. You can find me at uppercutwoodworks.com or at uppercutwood. Welcome to Woodchat for April 30th, 2014. If you're listening to the video and you want to follow along in the chat, head over to Twitter and use hashtag Woodchat. Wow, I look really sunburned. Or head over to uppercutwoodworks.com/woodchat/chatroom and sign in with your Twitter account, and you get to follow along in the fun. With me tonight are Chris and Scott. Say hey, Chris.
Hey, Matt.
How are you?
Oh, pretty good. Tired after a long, hard day of work in the shop.
You're building a bench, right?
Building a bench, yes. And it's quite a mental exercise. I'm designing a wagon vise and installing it at the same time. So that's what I did today. I got it all done. So that's good. I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But yeah. In case you don't know who I am, Chris Wong from Flair Woodworks in Port Moody, BC. You can follow me on Twitter at Flair Woodworks and check out my website and blog at flairwoodworks.com. And that other fellow there is Scott Meek. How are you doing, Scott?
I'm good. I'm running late. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's all right. I actually had a technical difficulty. I had to restart my computer, so we're right on time.
All right, perfect.
Way to go, Chris.
Yeah, all my fault. So what are you up to, Scott?
Yeah, just working on planes, getting ready for a Highland Woodworking this weekend. They've got a one-day sale on Saturday, and I'm going to be hanging out there. And
boy, that's going to be crazy one day, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just one day, right? One day.
Yeah, just one day. Yep, just one day.
Lots of work for a one-day show.
Yep. So I'm just trying to get orders out the door before I take off. The family's going with me down to Atlanta. We're gonna hang out with some friends of ours, and Sunday go to the zoo and do all the Atlanta touristy things, I guess.
I think if you're lucky, it'll be a zoo Saturday too. You'll be at the zoo on Saturday too. If you're lucky, you'll be at the zoo on Saturday too.
Oh yeah, it'll be a different kind of zoo on Saturday.
Yeah.
Hopefully you won't get stuck down there like I did.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you were stuck there during the ice storm, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it wasn't. I'm from Seattle. That wasn't a storm.
Well, a storm for the South.
Yeah, it was the we're not ready for this, so we're closing down everything.
Yep.
My plan was to get to Highland Woodworking when I was there, and I didn't get down there.
It's a neat place. If anybody's anywhere near the area, you should definitely check it out. Not just to see me either. Just you got to check out that store because it's pretty.
Yeah, I heard it's awesome.
Fun. So.
How big is the store, Scott?
It's smaller than you would think, at least in my opinion. But it is 2 floors, so it's kind of.
Okay.
You know, it does have a big classroom space, but I don't know. I was envisioning something bigger the first time I went, but they've got everything. I mean, their festival display alone is worth checking out just because they got such a huge festival display, and then they're just all really knowledgeable what they're talking about. You got really good employees and just a huge selection on stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else. So it'll be fun. I have no idea who else is going to be there for the one-day thing. So but I know there's going to be a few other people. Probably Charles Brock and.
He'll be there. He does their show. I like their show.
Yeah. Yep.
So Matt, you've never been to Highland Woodworking?
No, when I was in Atlanta for a business trip, I was going to stop by Highland, but the city was shut down, so I didn't go. I really wanted to, though. It just didn't work out.
Yep. It's a really neat part of town, too. Lots of little shops and restaurants. And
is it really?
All that. Yep. It's that whole hip happening part of town. All the cool kids like to hang out around there.
Yeah.
So, and woodworkers.
I was near Georgia Tech.
No idea where that is in
I
relation.
don't know if that's anywhere near where Highland Woodworking was. So.
Not a clue. I've been to Highland 3 or 4 times now, and just know how to get there from either Chris Adkins' house or our other friend's house. And that's it. So.
Scott, did you prepare a design for this week's?
I do actually. I can
okay.
Right up until I got on the screen, I was sketching something.
Yeah. If you're not aware, this is the second week that we are doing Woodchat's Picture Inspiration, where we share an image, and you have to take that image and then find something that inspires you and create a design based on that. Last week, we looked at the picture that Scott shared, which was this one here, the shavings. And if I click on it, it'll show the designs that we came up with based on that. I don't have Matt's in here yet because he hasn't sent it to me.
Yeah, it's in your Twitter feed now.
Okay. So Scott came up with this console sideboard. He's got the shavings in the doors there. I took the shavings as a metaphor or something like that for paper, and I made a little roll feed clipboard type thing for making a list, etc. And Jonathan Mendoza decided to make coasters with a bit of resin in there. So that was last week's. This week's challenge is a little bit more to look at in the picture, a little bit more to inspire you, hopefully. Hopefully not too much, but it's this picture here, which I took. So there's a lot to look at here. There's the arches here that Matt zeroed in on right away. There's all the colorful shapes hanging on the mobile, drapes and colors, and it'll be interesting to see what you guys come up with. So if you have come up with a design, why not share it with us? Drop it into Twitter with the hashtag Woodchat. You could also email it to one of us as well, Matt, Scott, or myself, and we'll share it with you and share it with everybody. And we encourage you to explain how you came up with your inspiration. So
Yeah,
I'm tweeting mine here in a second. Just uploading it.
Okay. So I'm looking at Matt's right now. He just shared it on Twitter here.
Yeah, I'm gonna retweet it though because it's rotated wrong.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Great. And Matt, I still need your image from last week too.
Yeah, it should be in your feed, my brother man.
I'll go all the way back and find it. Oh.
No, I just did it again.
Did you?
Yeah, but I'll do it if you want. I'll do it again.
I see a bench that you did. Which
That's
was
the new one. I'll retweet last week's. Give me a second.
I don't see it. Unless you didn't. Okay, I see it now. You didn't put a hashtag on it or a mention, so I missed it.
Oops.
Oops.
Here, I'll redo it.
Yes, Matt's amazing lamp was last week.
But then we found out it was been done before, sadly.
Yeah. Pissed me off.
But it seems like it's a pretty popular thing. I think you could, if you did, something just unique enough, it would be pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. So
I just tweeted mine.
I see that. I'm pulling it up right now.
Mine is a writing desk, or a sketching drafting desk with an inclined top and funky legs.
Let's see this baby.
I like your bench, Matt.
You do?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like a walrus a little bit.
A walrus.
So everybody so far, well, the three of us went for the arches, I think, right? That's where you got your inspiration from, Scott?
Yep. Yeah, I tried a few other things, and I was sitting on my throne, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that one just kind of is one that kind of rang out. I haven't seen yours yet. Did you tweet yours?
I just sent it out again. I sent it out a while ago, and I just sent it out just now. So what have we got here? I've got 3 up here, and let's do a little screen share here so everyone can see. So we all took the arches. I made a chair.
Oh, nice.
Matt made a bench, and Scott made a writing desk, a sloped writing desk.
Is your chair kind of a low?
Side.
What's that?
It's from the side, down, Matt.
I still didn't hear it.
Your picture of your writing desk is from the side.
No, it's that's correct. The slope is the top. It's a slanted top, and then the 2 legs come off the back, and one angles towards the front, and then one angles from the bottom of the desktop, front of the desktop towards the back, bottom of the leg.
Right, but that's like a right side view of the desk right there, right?
Yeah, it's on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have time to do
It only took me an hour
a
to
profile version. What's that?
It only took me an hour to figure that out.
Yeah, I'd like to work out a profile sketch of it, but
Yeah, you can show a lot that way.
yeah. I was trying to think if there's a way to even pivot the 2 legs in the front, or the one that comes off the front of the top, and then the one that comes off the top of the back, and
so that it
have that be a pivot. So so you could raise and lower.
Oh, okay, to adjust the angle.
Adjust the angle.
Take
some engineering.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Just have it be those vertical ones, those ones that are perfectly vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have the tabletop attached to that. So if you lower the desk, the top of the desk goes in between those.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like a scissor.
So there'd be a scissor at the 2 crossing.
Yeah.
And then the top of the front leg that comes off the back of the top.
Yep.
But then kind of be on a rig that would hold it in place. So it would, that front kind of, here's the back leg, here's front. The front would kind of do this, like it would kick out.
Yep. As you lowered the desk, the front leg would stick out more.
Yeah.
The other way I think you could do it is to hinge it at the top point here. Have this one leg here, and the back leg here rigid, glued together, and then have a slotted hole in this piece here, and it'll slide up and down along a pivot point here, and that would also control the incline of the desk. And just have 2 wing nuts or something to lock it in place, or pins.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought there was some potential, especially for something I just threw together in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Matt, what do you think of that back leg? I kind of like it, and I kind of don't like it. I'm not sure what to think of it.
I wish it curved a little bit away from the desk.
Swept towards the back.
Oh, away. Yeah, towards your mouse pointer.
Yep. Over like this.
I was thinking that too, and I just didn't have time to redo it.
Stick out further.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wouldn't it wouldn't hold it away from the wall. The top would just be longer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
I see potential in this the music stand too, Scott.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And you've got a little ledge here to hold your papers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. How do you envision this working from the front? Do you have two identical side assemblies joined with stretchers, or?
Yeah, it'd be two. Yeah.
Okay.
I even thought about having in between the front legs, literally putting a footboard, like kind of a footrest there.
Okay.
So if you're sitting in a tall stool, you can literally set your foot on there, right
Yeah.
on your desk, and it'd be kind of angled, ergonomic.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Cool.
Where would the board would be, across the front or the back?
Across the front curved leg, so it'd be maybe a foot off the ground or so.
Okay.
Because I envision this taller, where you could either stand on it, or stand at it, or sit on a tall stool.
Yep.
This gives me an idea for a design tool. I'm envisioning a number of, call them templates, which are pieces of cardboard that are shapes, like some curved and then some straight, some tapered, and you can rearrange them. You can layer them on top of each other and just configure them different ways, and then two L-shaped frames that allow you to put borders around it to define the outside of that.
Interesting.
I have to play with that
I'm
there.
envisioning that this could be portable. It could
Yeah.
fall almost flat.
Yep. I think it would be really nice as a permanent freestanding piece that doesn't collapse as well.
I could call it modern campaign furniture.
Yeah.
Or postmodern campaign furniture.
Neo-modern. New wave.
Okay, let's look at something else here. Does anyone have any questions for Scott? And if you've got a design that you wanted to share with us too that you've created, please share them with us on Twitter, or you can email them to us as well. Matt, do you want to look at yours next?
Sure.
Okay.
Should I screen share it?
I can screen share it. You can talk about it.
Sure.
There you go.
So, again, this was really quick. I knew last week as soon as I saw the arches that I wanted to use the arches. I thought about a table. I thought about bookshelves. But I don't know how I landed on bench. So I used the arches on the bottom all the way around. I used to use the arches for the armrests and in the back, although when I first drew this, it looked like the back had two eyes and that the bench book seat combined with the front arches were a big walrus's mustache. So I'm not sure I like it. I thought about how I would build this and have it still be strong with some such light pieces. I don't think they would be that light. I think they would probably be 2 or 3 inches wide and probably 3/4 inch thick laminations that would be bent around forms. But no, you don't need to write it down. Anything. So what I would do to remove the eye effect is I wouldn't just have 2 arches in the back. I would do 3 or 5. And I could give the bench a sense of height by doing lots of narrow arches in the back. So that might be something I do.
I think you should just embrace the fun factor and go all walrus. Just go full on walrus and make it a kids playroom bench.
Oh, there you go. Get some fabric and actually put a mustache on it.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. I could do that.
Hey, I mean, if furniture that is made to look like giant vegetables and fruit can be in the Renwick gallery,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, there's nothing wrong with playfulness.
yeah, that's where I ended up, but it wasn't what I was going for. So maybe I won't. Maybe I won't throw it away. Maybe I'll just start over and try again to get where I wanted to go, but won't discount this design as wrong.
Yeah.
I'll just discount it as, oh, look where I ended up. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some Muppets Sesame Street goofiness in it, and not in a bad way, but
Yeah.
that could just be because I've got a 2-year-old that loves watching Sesame Street every day.
Well,
And, so it's there.
Phenomena.
Do.
So Matt, you've got a lot of air in your design, obviously here.
Yeah.
What do you have for the seat slat? The seat slats, you think? Is it solid?
Initially I had it solid. I just scribbled those lines in there to make it look less mustachy, but I mean, you could definitely do something interesting with the slats. You could even make the slats go the other way if you wanted. I don't know. I was trying to figure out how. I'll still noodle with it because I was trying to figure out how you could incorporate the arches in a flat surface, like a tabletop.
Sure, you could do like a mosaic.
Maybe. But yeah, like I would worry about this design with your, too much hanging out the back of that bench and the big open spots. So I don't know how much I would open up those slats.
Yeah.
So I'd have to play with it. You
talked about the weight of those pieces being kind of heavy. You could have them also on the lighter side and fill the voids with panels. I kind of envision having a bright yellow triangle here, a bright red triangle over here, and
filling those in actually.
Yeah. It's kind of starting to look a bit like stained glass work, I guess. Where you've got that leaded, those rails and lines that define all the parts, and then colorful shapes that fill in the space in between.
And the original picture has colorful shapes. I'm looking at the original design, the Kaboom decor.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. The inspiration picture, going back to here.
Yeah, that could be pretty interesting. Because the spiral, and all of those shapes could actually be structural.
Yes.
If they were in those voids. Right. So if you wanted to go fully playful, you could do that.
I'm looking at this mobile, half expecting it to move.
You know what might be interesting to incorporate too is look how the ribbon hanging from the arch creates almost yeah, right there. You can make architectural pieces inside the arch like that. Right? What do they call that? It's not fleur-de-lis, but
I'm not sure.
It's like on the Pittsburgh Steelers helmet. Scott, what is that? Help me out.
Sorry, I was looking at something else.
Here, I'll try and draw it up.
I looked at these things. I saw a hammock. I thought about designing a hammock stand.
Oh yeah. Actually, have you seen? Who was it? The editor of one of the woodworking magazines, the lower tier ones. Maybe it was Wood, former editor, I guess now.
Lower tier. Scott just called it lower tier.
Sorry. No offense. It's just, there's tiers. Anyway, one of those guys made a wooden hammock stand, and it's got the big curve and then a secondary curve to on the ends to hold it up, but it's all glue laminated, lamination.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who made that.
No, I think I remember what you're talking about. I thought I saw a very similar thing. Let me. What is this called? All right, here we go.
So what have you got there, Matt? You've got your original picture?
Yeah.
If you have any questions for Matt, you can drop them into Twitter. Just use hashtag Woodchat, and we'll make sure we ask Matt all you difficult questions.
All right, so I just tweeted a picture, but that's what I'm seeing when I. Oh, come on, tweet today. Now Twitter doesn't want to tweet. Okay, there it goes.
So there's a name for that, is there?
There's got to be. But that's kind of what I'm seeing.
The motif, yeah.
Whereas you have the arch, but then you have the fabric coming down.
Yeah, this is the motif that Matt kind of sees. That
and
he's
so
trying to figure out a name
just
for.
The top half of that you could incorporate that, and that could help out in the backs as well.
Yeah.
Like you could fill in the backs with that. It's got to have a name. I know it's got a name.
You're talking about for the back of Chris's chair?
Back of the bench.
Or the bench, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do some interesting inlay with that too, all the circles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a name for that design. Someone get George Wilson on the phone, and
He'll know.
or George Walker, I mean, not George Wilson.
You know what you can actually do? I'm going to try it right now. You can save. If you have that image saved, you can upload it to Google Images and search for similar images.
Oh, really?
Actually, you can right-click any image that's online.
Okay,
Usually.
Search Google for this image. Look right here. Can you see that on my screen? See what Google says.
We're not responsible for any images that may come up with the.
Yeah.
With horrible things in them.
No.
Oh wait, it's not
Bing
search. Bing search is the porn search.
No other sizes of this image found.
What the heck?
I don't know, Matt. Looks kind of like
That's a pretty cool way though to do some cool design stuff.
Yeah, it looks like a Venn diagram kind of sorts.
Yeah.
That's all I've got though. Okay.
I tweeted that wooden hammock stand. It was from Wood Magazine.
Okay.
Why is my phone vibrating? Oh, it's because people keep tweeting me. That would explain it.
Dork.
Okay. So I'm looking at a couple things right now. This is the hammock stand that Scott found. Written by Lucas Peters. I would guess he also built the hammock stand. Nice looking design there. This trammel here. Forms.
Skeptical if this thing's strong enough, especially for me.
I want to make one probably a little beefier.
Yeah, the comments say it
reason.
creaks when you lay down in it.
Mm.
Did you see Bill Griggs tweeted an image for last week's inspiration?
Yes.
Oh, he did.
That one is right here. I'm going to pull that one up. Should be coming
That's
up
a
on
great
screen
idea,
any
though.
second now.
Curling wood shavings as a chase lounge. I love it.
Yeah.
You'd need a really big plane.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So how do you form those pieces? That's the
Bendy
challenge.
plywood and then veneer.
Yeah. I'm gonna save that picture. I'll add that to last week's.
I love the idea.
That
Chase
reminds
lounge.
me.
That's a piece of furniture that's due for a comeback, you know?
The chase lounge.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
do they call it when it's like a round couch where everybody sits facing out, like you see in old West movies in the lobby of a whorehouse? What is that?
I have no idea.
Sofa.
Round couch. Round whore couch? No, that's not a good idea. Diami says that the design is too modern for George Walker, so he wouldn't know what that circle thing is. Yeah, that's funny.
It doesn't have any classic orders in it.
Yeah.
So Diami, if you're still watching, someone earlier mentioned that my my design of my desk reminded them of your
Quilt rack.
quilt rack. And I was just looking that up, and I remember seeing it, but yeah, definitely does. Crazy how those little inspirations stick in your head, huh?
Yeah. Bill's shaving into chaise longue reminds me of this piece.
Oh
This is
yeah.
one I've never figured out how it was done. I just can't. I don't know how to bend plywood like that.
Well,
It's really cool.
the Dalai Lama tells you that on your deathbed you'll receive total enlightenment. Goonie goo goo.
Mm.
You know the movie, Scott?
Groundhog Day.
Huh?
Or not, I'm sorry. Not Groundhog
No.
You're close.
Crap, now my mind just blanked. Oh, dagnabbit.
Golf. Golf.
Yeah, my mind just blanked on the name. I know exactly which one it is, but can't think of the name. Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Chris, I think that's
So
multiple.
I got that going for me.
I think that's multiple pieces on that piece put together.
Multiple plies, and then I don't know what else.
No, I don't. I know it's multiple plies that are laminated together, but I also think it's
Multiple sections
laminations put
joined
together.
together. Okay. Okay.
I don't know if you could do that in one.
Yeah.
So this is completely off topic, but I thought Diami's quilt rack was done. Or is he just now posting construction posts about it?
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
Okay.
I think he finished it months ago, and he's updating his blog with.
Very confusing.
Yeah. He doesn't live post like I do.
That's what it is. I'm so used to your builds.
I had to throw that in there.
Loop when someone does it later.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about yours, Chris.
Yeah. This one's on my Tumblr. On Tumblr here, flairwoodworks.tumblr.com. You can catch all of my live builds and all of my designs as they happen. This one here, this is a chair taken right out of the arches there. If we go back and look at the arches,
is this
I basically drew the exact pattern of the arches with that sloped roof.
Oh yeah,
so the armrests
I missed that
well.
extra detail of the extra angle at that back corner.
Yeah, there's a funny little angle there, and the roof is sloped, so it conveniently gives you sloped armrests.
Yeah.
The way I drew it here looks a little bit narrow at the front. It wasn't intended to be. It's intended to be the same width all the way across.
Yeah.
Those are the armrests, those slopes?
Yep. So it's a low back chair.
Okay.
Is this more for like lounging on the back deck type of chair? I see you got nylon webbing.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
think
envisioning
so.
more of an outdoor?
Yeah, I
furniture?
kind of see it being made out of 1 1/4, 1.5 inch square stock,
Mhm.
and finished with like a metal spray paint or something, or maybe
Yeah.
some colorful solid color. And yeah, 2 inch wide nylon webbing, woven on and riveted in place or something, or sewn, tacked back. I'm not sure how I do that, but um, start at the front, around the back, and then up to the top of the back rail there.
Weave it like those old school deck
Yeah,
chairs, folding metal deck chairs.
yeah. The only trouble is I need a side rail though, which I could sneak in there, I
Oh, right.
guess. I could sneak one in between.
Yeah.
You don't have
I
to
don't know if
see
I.
it.
Hmm?
The side rail doesn't have to be attached to the side for the webbing
No,
to
I
see
was
it.
just thinking that it could be concealed inside underneath one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I guess the biggest challenge here would be doing that bent lamination there for the arch.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong curve.
Yeah, I think it's a half. It's a half circle. I wonder if this could be cut out from a single sheet of plywood or something, and
Hmm.
how if it'd be strong enough.
If you laminated 2 3/4 inch sheets or 3
Yeah,
3/4 sheets, sure.
yeah.
If it's outdoors, this is the good stuff. And
Mhm.
then you could just do make your own edge banding to cover it up,
Yep, yep.
Hmm.
right?
Veneer it afterwards.
Yep.
And then people would look at it like, how did they? Where's the? What the?
Yeah, came out of one big slab of.
The only thing is, if you did that out of plywood on the side of the bent land or the curve, it's not going to look like bent land, right?
No, no. This one kind of reminds me a lot of a bridge, just that structure of it. So I don't know. I can almost see some metal ties or metal cable or something in here as well.
It really reminds me of some of the furniture I've seen in like hotel rooms in Hawaii. I think
Really?
like bamboo.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You have chairs like that that are bamboo with a big cushion. Um,
Yeah, this would be a good one for a cushion too. I thought about that, but I forgot about it when I drew it.
I like the idea of the nylon webbing, and then I would do the nylon webbing in the same colors in the inspiration picture.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Here's another thought. If instead of the rails here for the nylon webbing, if you had dowels between the two sides all the way along the arch, and you sit on those dowels, so you have a big, really curved seat, a very curved seat.
Hmm.
I don't think it'd be the most comfortable chair you ever sat in, but it might be interesting.
Design before function.
Yes.
Very cool. I think it's telling that we all resonated with the
The arches.
with the trusses and the arches.
Yeah, I want to figure out
Yeah.
how to do something different with them though, because I feel like I took the obvious move.
Yeah, I took a pretty literal route as well. Let's go back to that picture there. You could
Yeah, I
invert
was
them.
let me pull up my first.
You can invert them and have them as a toilet paper roll holder or something, or a paper towel roll holder, or anything for holding something like that.
Dang it.
I don't think
Apparently, it
there's
didn't
too.
save all of my progress
Oh.
sketches on that. Because when I was first drawing that desk, I had taken it quite literally as well, with the front and back straight down leg and trying to
Mm.
do the arch that came up, and it just didn't look right, and so that's why I started playing with it. But I had tried to save it before I started keep drawing, and apparently it saved over it.
If you go back to those arches there, I'm realizing that you don't see woodwork often that is this open.
Right.
Woodwork usually has more mass than the metalwork.
Yeah.
Is really area like this.
Yeah.
So I guess it takes a little bit more engineering, a little bit more care in choosing your materials and where everything goes to get a strong design.
So I've always been drawn to trusses and arches like that. Just I've always wanted to design something based off of that kind of look, and I think that stems from my construction background. Always putting trusses on a house, and how it's essentially this really lightweight frame that holds all this massive amounts of weight and structure. There's just something that resonates with that. So.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions for any of us who came up with the design? I guess the three of us here. And also, does anybody have a picture for next week?
I was supposed to.
Yeah, I thought you said you had one already.
I can't remember what it was. It's been quite a week, guys.
Yeah.
When we get one, I will post it on my website. Where am I keeping everything? At flairwoodworks.com. In the menu, there is a little under the menu. There is a Woodchat link. Community Woodchat on Air, and then picture inspiration is where you want to be, and from there you can find the third design. If Matt doesn't remember what it is during the course of the show, look at Bill go. Bill's already got a sketch. So let's roll with this here. You guys see what I'm seeing? So Bill on the fly. Just awesome. I came up with a drawing based on the trusses there. He's got a table. So Bill says it's a truss table. It's his first sketch just done. He envisions a black walnut top and laminated spruce trusses. So you'd have that light,
awesome.
light color of spruce for the bottom, and then dark, rich black walnut for the top. I like it, Bill.
Something about the feet makes it look, and maybe it's because the one leg, just from the quick sketch, is kind of canted.
Yeah.
It looks like it's trying to walk. Or like the feet of a feet of an AT-AT.
Oh yeah.
It kind of looks like a chandelier to me. I don't know why I see a chandelier in here, but I do.
Or a garter belt.
Yeah, I love the idea of the walnut and the what was the other? What he said? Ash?
Spruce.
Spruce. Yes. You gotta look pretty awesome. Hey, Diami says he has a photo. Possibly.
Cool. Excellent.
I kind of like the direction all of our sketches have gone of just really quick. I know it's more because of just oh crap, we need to do a sketch.
Last minute Charlie's.
But I think it's good because it shows that we don't have to have a for the last game we did, I did the full SketchUp mock-up.
Yeah.
And
it's more about getting ideas out rather than
yeah,
sure.
But it was just good. I haven't done any sketching in a while, so it's been good for me the last couple weeks to do this. But
yeah,
it was just really kind of fun to sit there and it's amazing what ideas just getting sketching on paper or a screen or wherever however you do your sketching. But it literally draws things out of you that you didn't know was there.
Yeah.
And if you could force yourself to take the time to do that every day, just for half an hour, your design would, aesthetic would just grow and grow and grow, and have some pretty cool designs come out of that, I would think. All right, Diami has shared a picture. I'll screenshot it here.
So Diami has the next picture for the telephone game, not telephone game,
There you go.
picture inspiration.
And I'm going to guess this is what inspired his quilt rack.
Yep, I saw that right away.
This is screen sharing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our that is our inspiration for next week. If we're all cool with that.
I like it.
Cool.
Okay.
Can I just reuse my same
Nope.
week for next?
Nope, something new. Something new. Okay. So this will be posted on my website under community Woodchat and picture inspiration. It is the third week that we'll be doing this, and you can go there to find Diami's picture and study it and draw something out of there that will inspire you to come up with the design. You can share that with us next week at Woodchat. What date will that be? The 7th?
That will be Wednesday, May 7th, 2014, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
There we go. That's why we have Matt here. All right.
Cool. Well, with that, guys, I actually have to go. I'm on a tight schedule tonight.
Okay.
We're having a baby shower. So.
Okay. So we'll see you back here next week. Bring your designs, everybody.
You got it.
All right.
All right, everybody, that's it for Woodchat. We'll see you next week. We have a design picture. Chris has got a blog entry that he's putting all this stuff on, so you know what to do. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, or all the time on Twitter with hashtag Woodchat. If you have a question, if you need to see the picture, if you want to submit your drawings for the old design inspiration photos, that's cool too. Let us know. So I'm Matt Gradwell signing off.
Chris Wong from Port Moody.
Come see me in Atlanta this weekend. Oh, sorry, Chris.
Yes. Go to Highland Woodworking. Go visit Scott at the zoo.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
We'll see you later.